Hi, I'm Brian, and in this episode of Basketball Insider, you're going to learn how to shoot Michael Jordan's fadeaway jumper. Michael Jordan is arguably the greatest player to ever play in the league. The man was a beast on the offensive end. He had a wide array of unstoppable moves as a player, and the most well-known among these was the fadeaway jumper. Now, the fadeaway jumper is one of those moves that coaches frown upon. It's not the most fundamentally sound shot in basketball. Jordan even said, "The most difficult shot, other than the free throw, is the fadeaway. There's no quick, fundamental way of shooting the fadeaway. I can give you some tips in terms of what to think about, and in some circumstances, it's kind of against the fundamentals, but if you practice it enough, then it can become a routine, and if you repeat it, it becomes a habit." With all of that said, if you can nail down this move and add it to your arsenal, you'll become unstoppable in the mid-range. Now, here are the 3 keys to your fadeaway. Number 1, load up on your legs for power. You've got to be able to build up enough leg strength so you can generate enough power to shoot accurately. In Jordan's words, it takes a lot of energy from your legs, a lot of loading up to get that height and momentum going away from your target. Here you can see a clip of him. Notice how low his hips are. He's almost sitting on the air. He's bending his knees a little more to generate that power needed for this fadeaway. Also notice how he turns his knees inward. This helps him recruit his glutes to generate even more power. Next up, you've got to protect the ball. Don't dip the ball low without protection so the smaller guards can't strip it away. Notice how he keeps his forearms in between the ball and the defender. The only time his forearms and elbows aren't in between the ball and the defender is at the release point of his shot. And by then, it's too late. This is one of the big points that Jordan emphasizes with the fadeaway. In his words, "I'm not carrying the ball low, trying to get up and gain momentum. I'm carrying it high so the defense can't strip the basketball. So when I carry it, trying to square up my shoulders towards the target, but I'm pushing away from the target itself." Players who don't have enough leg strength tend to dip the ball to gain momentum. What you can do instead is to shoot a one-motion shot where you bring the ball up from your hips to your shot together with your legs, giving you a one-motion shot to gain momentum instead of dipping the ball. And remember, protect that ball by keeping your forearms between you and your man. Number 3, you've got to master shooting it from both sides, your left and right. This makes the move unpredictable, and in this clip, notice how the defender can't simply sit on one side and wait for him to shoot that fadeaway. Kevin Johnson is practically glued to the floor because he knows that Jordan can shoot the fadeaway both ways. This forces him to respect the move, and by the time he sort of attempts to block that shot, it's too late. In Jordan's words, you've also got to be able to go both ways. You want to be able to use all aspects of the shot, not just one side, not just over your right shoulder, but your left, so they can't limit your options. One of the things that you'll notice is that having a fadeaway on both sides is more than enough to keep your defender from challenging your shot. We'll be covering more of that in the next episode. Just keep in mind, being able to shoot from both sides is huge. Next, you've got to square up to your target. Now, the word squaring up can mean different things for different people, but you want to get into that shot-ready position where you can make your shots, whether it's having both of your shoulders squared up completely or slightly tilted. It's up to you. One of Jordan's priorities once he starts his fadeaway is to square up to the basket. In his words, in shooting a fadeaway, the one thing that you try to do is create space between you and the defense. You try as much as possible to square your shoulders up so you're shooting towards your target. A lot of times you won't be able to square up completely, but you can square up enough so you can make your jump shot and make your adjustments to shoot the basketball. In the case of a player like Jordan and Kobe, they're usually tilted at an angle, mostly to protect the ball. So remember, get that power from your legs by bending your hips and knees a little more. Protect that basketball by not dipping it low. Remember, you're in the post, the most clogged area in the court. Number 3, learn to shoot it from both sides, your left and right shoulder. And 4th, get squared to the target. Now I made this channel to help you guys out, so if you've got some moves that you'd like me to cover, just type it in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this video, and if you like it, click that like button below. And if you'd like to learn more, subscribe to our channel. We're going to release at least 3 to 4 videos a week. I'll see you in the next episode.